About riding that boat.
That was fun. They gave me the River Seine for like 2 hours to just bomb up and down. That was like a holiday. It was fun. But I did actually nearly tip Ving Rhames out into the river.
Are these fun movies to make, or are they another day of hard work?
I'd say a little bit of both, you know. I mean, they take a long time, and the days are long. Sometimes you'll go in and you won't shoot all day, and then you'll just go home because they didn't get around to you. And some days you're working all day, and it's very difficult. But it's always fun. Anytime you get, you know, when Tom's on set, there's always a sense of you're making something, you know, large and interesting. And it's never boring when he's around.
How many cities were you in?
Well, technically, we started off in Paris. We shot in London, we shot in Queenstown, New Zealand for Kashmir, because obviously Kashmir is very contested, so we couldn't shoot there for real. And that was it, really. They went to Norway, to Pulpit Rock. The big sequence at the end on the cliff is a landmark in Norway called Pulpit Rock.
They were on that cliff.
They were on that cliff. Of course they were. It's Tom. There's no faking.
How long can this franchise keep going, do you think?
Well, I think the simple answer is as long as he can. And he doesn't really show any signs of slowing down. It's amazing that I think Roger Moore was a year older when he did A View to a Kill, and is pretty sedate in that movie, compared to Tom, who is doing more physical action than he did in any of the previous films at 55. So, who knows? I'm intrigued to know, Larry. I don't know.
I want to tell you something. You were terrific.
Oh, thank you.
I sent out a tweet. If you don't like Mission Impossible Fallout.
I'm relaxed. Luther, does he sound relaxed to you?
He sounds terrified.
Please, I'm not terrified. I just have a bad feeling, is all.
I thought you said you were relaxed.
It's entirely possible to be relaxed and extremely uneasy at the same time.
When you look back at the start of your career, did you see yourself doing
Relaxed
big budget action films?
No, not at all.
How did it come about for you?
Well, I mean, we did Spaced, which was a sitcom for Channel 4 in the UK. Edgar Wright and myself were on set one day and we decided it would be fun to make a zombie movie, and I think powered by naivety and just sheer enthusiasm, we managed to get that done in Shaun of the Dead. And J.J. Abrams saw Shaun of the Dead and literally called me.
Imagine a dark alleyway waiting to buy black market plutonium from a psycho.
Benji, I won't let anything happen to you.
See, Benji, you're perfectly safe.
That's easy for you to say. You're in the van.
Well, you want to be in the field, tough guy.
And tonight, Luther, I would like to be in the van.
Company called Stolen Pictures.
Yeah.
Stolen Picture with Nick Frost. Tell us about Truth Seekers.
Truth Seekers is a show that we're writing. I don't think we're going to be in it like a double header. I'm going to be in it. I think Nick's going to take one of the main roles. It's a comedy about sort of paranormal investigators, and we decided to start a production company because we wanted to have some ownership over what we do. Most of what we've done is owned by other forces, so we thought we'd start our own little shingle. And TV seems to be an incredibly creative and exciting place at the moment, you know.
Like Netflix and...
Yeah, I mean, that seems to be where a lot of the kind of mid-budget stuff that used to be occupied by films that were made for $35–40 million, now all that stuff seems to be made on television. There's low-budget indie movies, and there are these huge movies. And everything in the middle now seems to be migrating.
Do you have a particular
See, Benji,
interest
you're
in the
perfectly
paranoia?
safe.
That's easy for you to say. You're in the van.
Well, you want to be in the field, tough guy.
And tonight, Luther, I would like to be in the van.
I'm a bit of a rationalist in that respect, but it's certainly comedy gold.
I understand you're in the next Star Trek, true?
Yeah, well, yeah, as long as they want the what they call the Kelvin cast. It's the rebooted sort of version of the Shatner era, and I'm Scotty, as far as I know. So, yeah, I met the new director, S.J. Clarkson, who is the first female director of a Star Trek film, which is exciting, and she is just brimming with ideas and enthusiasm. I can't wait to work with her.
And you play Scotty?